Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
1 year at the White House and the Trumps just found Obama's filthy hidden secret. Liberals tend to find the most asinine things to complain about when it comes to President Trump. Like Trump looking mean in his White House official photo. Then it rolled further downhill to meanie-pants Trump having 2 scoops of ice cream at a White House dinner while everyone else had 1. For over a year the liberal left had tried and failed time and time again to create any scandal they could to try and ruin Trump, but now they are fuming due to one small comment that the president made to a personal friend about the White House being a dump. Ironically, however, the outrage and following criticism of Trump's comments has only brought to light an extremely embarrassing issue that brings into question the cleanliness of the Obama family. This is a fact that liberals are ashamed to admit. Liberals were all over social media raging that they were horrified that President Trump would tell members at his Bedminster golf club that the White House is a real dump. The left is claiming that Trump's criticism of his new home shows a lack of respect for the people's house, when in reality he isn't criticizing the White House but the previous residents. The Huffington Post reported that White House is a real dump. Trump reportedly told members of his Trump National Golf Course in Bedminster, New Jersey, before teeing off recently. The remark was included in a lengthy golf magazine feature published Tuesday exploring Trump's complicated relationship with the sport. The article also appears in the August 7 issue of Sports Illustrated. Trump seems to be 100% correct in his assertions of the unclean living conditions of the Obamas. Former White House staffers are now coming forward with gross and horrifying stories of how the White House was literally infested with roaches during Obama's 8-year stay. "It was the size of a small drone," said Martha Joint Kumar, professor of political science at Towson University, who led the effort to capture one of Obama's roaches. "I wanted to bag it so that the GSA would know what kind of issue we had," she said. "I chased it. But it got away behind some wiring." It seems that the Obamas brought more to the White House than just their questionable anti-American attitudes. The roach and rodent problem was apparently so severe under Obama's presidency that multiple stories were reported about it online. The real victims of Obama's roach problem are ironically liberal reporters. Their unbreakable love for Obama caused them to be able to completely ignore the infestation. According to the National Journal, the liberal media was perfectly happy and even eager to work in the dungeon-like basement, that was often flooded, reeking of mold, covered in rat traps, and infested with dead rats and cockroaches. The WhiteOutPress.com also reported on Obama's disgusting roach infestation back in 2013. But one would think that the most powerful man in the richest country in the world could stop cockroaches, rats and mice from taking over his home. Carter had mice. Bush had rats. And Obama has cockroaches. Perhaps it's fitting that the entire White House press pool, the members of the media assigned to cover the president by their respective news outlets, are the main victims of the current cockroach problem. They spun their stories to help get Barack Obama elected, and they're even dedicated enough to censor the latest vomit-inducing episode just to spare the administration some embarrassment. Not only did roaches and rats like Obama, but so did the flies that seemed to be rather attracted to his face throughout his presidency. On numerous occasions while on camera, flies were recorded landing on his face or buzzing around his head to the point that he had to shoo them away. Flies, as we know, are attracted to filth and stink, which leaves one to believe that maybe the flies were onto something. Obama's pest issues began to be a public occurrence back on September 18, 2008, while he was being interviewed in Nevada during his campaign. The flies harassing Obama so badly that the interview had to be cut short in 2009. Many were again amazed at Obama's ability to attract flies, as he had to repeatedly swat swarms of them away during an interview with CNBC in 2009. To add insult to injury, one particularly brave fly landed right in the middle of his forehead January 24, 2013 during his speech nominating financial regulatory officials to the SEC, where the Drudge Report did entire story on Obama's uncanny ability to attract the disgusting creatures. The Daily Rush book put together a rather gross compilation video of Obama's love affair with flies, which shows the former commander-in-chief's history in extremely rich detail for all to see. When the realization of what it is that flies and roaches are actually attracted to, Obama's continued war with these creatures begins to make perfect sense. If roaches are still scurrying around the White House in regiment-sized groups, then Trump's reference to it being like a dump would be pretty spot on. Can you really blame Trump for not wanting to reside in that filth?